Hey y'all, trying to make sure I got my camera correct. Hey Anna, there we go. So thanks for being here everybody. Yay, hearts already, that's wonderful. What we're going to talk about today is tarot and writing. I'm going to share with you a really cool deck by Tierney Sadler. It's called the Deck of 1000 Spreads. And it's not a tarot deck, but it is a deck of situations and positions and thoughts that will help you create a tarot spread. I'm using it to help create writing spreads and to help you see how tarot can be used as a really great tarot tool, writing tool. I think I'd get that right. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to first show you the deck. And this is the deck here. It is by Tierney Sadler. There's her name, Tierney Sadler. It is the deck of 1000 spreads. Thanks for the hearts, guys, and thanks for sharing. I really appreciate that. It is a Llewellyn product. You can see the Llewellyn, whoops, upside down, Llewellyn Moon. I think it came out this year, perhaps last year. 2013. What's a little time between friends? But what this deck is, Tierney has done, and you can buy it straight from Tierney if you want to go to tierneysadler.com, and she'll even sign it for you, which is really cool. If you're like me and you like that sort of thing. I do. We have cards. We have cards for like negative influences. Hello, Romania. We have friendship. We have, I'm just pulling random cards here, right? Future. So what this deck does, it allows you to create a spread. What we're going to do is use it to talk about our characters. I am a published fiction author. I write as Mary Lou Mann. That's M-A-R-I-L-U and then M-A-N-N. I'm actually not doing readings right now to Do Not Sit or Dunsit. I'm sorry, I don't know what your name is. I might at the very end, but on this podcast, Periscope, probably not. But I do free readings every now and again, so keep in touch. I will absolutely do it when I'm absolutely doing it. But yes, I can read for you when I'm doing them for free. Absolutely. So let's look at what we want to find out about a character. Hello, Imogen. I'm going to pull a couple of cards here. And our character needs to know what they're doing next. Because in a lot of books, if you've read a good book, you don't think about the next thing. You're reading because the author is pulling you along, right? Getting you to the next point. Think about movies like Shrek or Mission Impossible Rogue. Action, 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 move, move, move. They get you going. It's not talking heads. A book that's a lot of talking heads can be not as much fun. There's a joke in the writers community that you reach a point where your characters are just blah, 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 and you need to blow something up. So here's what we're going to look at. We're going to find out a little bit about our character. We're going to do a little bit of what they need to look at. We're going to assume our characters at their ordinary world. The ordinary world, y'all, is it's the point of start. If you've seen Star Wars, Luke's ordinary world in the original first one, which is now the fourth one, but his ordinary world is being a farm boy, and he doesn't like it. It's itchy. He's not comfortable with it. Conversely, Shrek's ordinary world, he's very comfortable with it until they start dumping all the fairy tale creatures in. Suddenly he doesn't like it. It becomes uncomfortable. And they have to do something about that uncomfortableness. So what we're going to look at is see exactly what is going on with our character. So we're going to look at their present, their past, and their immediate future. Okay? Big Witch, what I'm doing is I use tarot for writers in this Periscope. I'm a professional tarot reader. I've read for since 1980. What's that? 35 years? I'm also a published author. I write as Mary Lou Mann, and I use tarot to help myself write. I use it to develop characters, I use it to do the hero's journey, all that sort of thing. So we're going to use these 3 cards: immediate future, future, and past. And this is just on a character to see what they're doing right now. You can do this for yourself. You can use these cards, this exact same kind of spread, for you to find out, why am I here right now? What's going on for me right this very minute? Hey, Renee. And so that's why we're going to use this for writing. Renee, we're using Tierney Sadler's deck, the 1000 spreads. So what I do is I lay these cards out, these spread cards, and then I grab my tarot deck that are living in this beautiful bag. Isn't this pretty? A friend of mine made that, and she does them for hire. We're going to be using the Pamela Coleman Commemorative Tarot. Thanks for that share, Renee. And this is the Rider-Waite deck, and kind of gone back to its original look and its original muted colors. It's a gorgeous deck. Oh, it really is. It's just beautiful. So here we are. We're looking at the character. We're looking at past, present, and immediate future. So let's see what's going on. Eep. There we go. If I throw them on the ground, it doesn't work. Hi, did I pronounce that right? So we're going to pull past first. Our character's past, and this is kind of what creates us, if you will. Our past molds us, puts us where we are. How we react or don't react to our past, builds us. And we get, it's a great past card. This character is somebody who's walked away from bad relationships and unhappiness and unpleasantness. This is the 8 of Cups. And the 8 of Cups shows somebody walking away. The cups represent relationships, emotional baggage, things like that, right? And we all have that. I say if anybody, a tarot reader, nobody really reads cold, in my opinion. You sit down with me and you're over the age of 16, I can look at you and say, you've had your heart broken. Duh. Who hasn't, right? So that's kind of an easy thing that tarot readers who aren't on the up and up will do, and I like to bust their chops about it, if you will. But this is a character reader for tarot. So our character has had an emotional past. We're going to say because of all these emotions, they're not looking for a relationship. I write romances, so that works for me. So this is somebody who doesn't want romance. Blah, no romance. I'm over that. Now we come to the present. Thank you for the hearts, guys. That's so nice. And the sharing. I love that. This is our present. The King of Swords. Dun, dun, dun. Dude with a sword. Stern look. Right? And you see in his the backdrop, you see the butterfly? Butterflies are an air creature, and they're often associated with, Anna says she got this card today. I actually like him, but he can be a very hard taskmaster. He's very mental. He's very focused. So I'm seeing our guy as a professor, or a lawyer, somebody who's very, very focused on the analytical and not so much the emotion. With a past of emotional baggage, I think that's why our king is no longer loving life itself. So he's, so we're getting a picture of our character, right? We're kind of seeing who he is and what he does. Then the last card for this character is immediate future. And this is what's coming up. This is what's going to rock his world. Wow, the Wheel of Fortune. So the Wheel of Fortune is a great card. You see the devil or the demon. You see the snake here. You see the Sphinx here. This card is all about what goes around and comes around. And it also has R-O-T-A, Rota, or T-A-R-O-T, Tarot. It's one of the built-in symbols in the tarot. The Wheel of Fortune for a character who has had a bad emotional past but is now very analytical and very focused, something's coming in that's going to kind of drop an opportunity into his lap. Who knows what that opportunity could be? As a writer, I get to say, I'm the author, so I get to create what happens. I could pull a card at random. Let's just pull one and see what we get. I couldn't have done that any better, right? That's the Two of Cups. That's the card of relationships. Right, Imogen? So this means our guy is fixing to meet somebody who is going to rock his world, whether he likes it or not. So for me, that works in terms of how I write and how I create characters. Now, I don't use tarot to write every chapter and every word. I lay out the hero's journey. I want to know what that is. Now, do y'all have any questions for me? Do you have any things you want to ask me about all of this, about what we're doing?
Oh, Chrissy's here, bud!
I don't know what that was. I don't know if y'all heard that or not. My phone had a little audio seizure, I think. But what I want to do is to help people write books. I coach you. I show you how to write your book. I give you all these tips and information on how to do it. I've actually put it into an e-course so that you can sign up and it comes to your... Absolutely, Imogen. It's sorry. It's very, very good for busting through writer's block. I think writer's block isn't exactly real. I think writer's block is more writer's procrastination, writers dragging their heels, writers squirrel. So, but it's my e-course comes every day for 33 days, and it takes you through the hero's journey, all 12 steps of the hero's journey. Renee says she sent me a contact form thing about how tarot can help a poet. I'll talk to you about that, Renee. Maybe I'll do a Periscope on how I do. I actually don't use tarot for my poetry, but I do use something called 9 words. It's a process I developed about, gosh, I want to say 12 years ago now. It's been a while. And it's I can show you some tarot poetry and some things like that and help you with that. You're a wonderful writer, Renee. So keep doing it. I think that's the real key to writing, is to keep writing. Our muse doesn't... Okay, Imogen, I will do one on poetry then, because I really enjoy that. Maybe read some of mine. But we've got about 5 minutes left. I kind of set myself a goal of no longer than 15 minutes. So... does anybody have any questions about... does anybody writing a book out there? Anybody got a fiction work in process? Looking. Hello, Bahati Life. Welcome. Nobody's out there is writing yet? Hello. I'm asking for if anybody's working on a writing project or a creative project. I'd love to do a... I'd love to do a little reading for you. Renee, I'm glad you're working on a poetry book. Imogen, being afraid of writing, oh yeah, I absolutely understand. Learn the hero's journey on how to create a bigger book. The hero's journey happens in everything. Three Little Pigs, Shrek, Avatar, Wizard of Oz, The Devil Wears Prada. All of these books and films have hero's journeys. Star Wars is an excellent one. And in arc stories like that, where you've got, well, in Star Wars, what do we have now? 6, going on 7? But anyway, you've got, each story has a hero's journey. So you've got hero's journey, but then there's a hero's journey that goes over all 3. So there's an overreaching hero's journey for you to work through. The best thing about the hero's journey is it's not linear. You don't have to do ordinary world, call to adventure, refusal, mentor. You don't have to do that. You can mix it up. But there are definite pieces to when you're writing fiction that are necessary for a good story. We talked in one of my last Periscopes about how to create a character that people like, that jumps off the page, and one of the really important things there is a quirk. You know, you want them to be likable, not perfect. Perfection is really boring, guys. So, you know, even with Jennifer Lawrence, who is that wonderful actress in Hunger Games and X-Men and so many other things, she's a klutz. It's a great quirk. I mean, I'm sure she's not real excited about busting her bum when she's walking up to claim her Academy Award. But nonetheless, it makes us remember her, and it makes her human to us. You know, Audrey Hepburn, classic, gorgeous beauty. And you get all these pictures of her out there when she's working to feed the world and working with the hungry, and you see her as a real person when she's in jeans and a tank top, you know, holding a small child who just needs to be fed. It's very heartwarming. Sure, it was probably a publicity stunt on some level, but I truly believe that Audrey Hepburn needed and wanted that kind of connection to people. So, you know, what do y'all think? What is your thoughts about fiction writing? What's your favorite book? Everybody give me a shout out about your favorite book or movie. I'm watching. The Secret Life of Bees. That's a great movie. Excellent. Or did you read the book? Because they're both good. Yeah, excellent choice. It is very good. Have you read anything else by that author? Oh, Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. I haven't seen or read it. Bad me, but it's on my list of things that I want to catch up on. My life tends to run a little busy. Oh, The Help. The Mermaid Chair, yes. The Help, Imogen, I love that. I actually lived through a little part of that because I'm 54. So I really remember times like that. It was gross. It was ugly. It really shaped who I am today and how I see the Before trilogy. I don't know that one. Who's the author? Harry Potter. Hey, who doesn't like Harry Potter, right? Although I am a Hermione fan. Hermione's my girl. And I like her smarts. I was Hermione in class. Ooh, me, pick me. I was the obnoxious one. Right? But really, a life where we could have visible magic? I think we have magic. We have invisible magic. But the visible magic like that would be really cool. And I am not going to say that I wouldn't turn anybody into a ferret. That was pretty funny. Before sunrise, before sunset, before midnight. Richard Linklater. I looked that up, Renee. Thank you very much. So this is kind of the end of my Periscope podcast. I keep calling them podcasts. Does anybody else do that? I'm not the only one, right? I'm going to try to be back tomorrow. Maybe we'll talk about poetry. Maybe I'll do some free readings because I have promised that. Thank you so much. And to you, from your, yes, you're a goddess as well. I'm looking at your, oh, shut up, timer. Thanks, Renee. Hey, y'all, and remember, always, always seek joy, y'all. Pass it on. That didn't work.